He will come straight. Look, you lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace has seen and stood between. Much heat and him. I'll silence me even here, pray you be round with him.
Mother!
I warrant you, fear me not. Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you had my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgotten me?
No, by the rod not so. You are the queen, the brother's husband's wife, and you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come, and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass, where you may see the part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me? Help, ho!
What ho? Help!
How now? A rat? Dead for a ducat. Dead!
Oh, I am slain.
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is that the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed this is.
A bloody deed, almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, it was my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. Leave wringing of your hands, peace sit you down, and let me wring your heart, for so I shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff. If damned custom have not brazed it so, that if he be proof and bulwark against me.
What have I done that thou darst wag thy tongue? Is noise so rude against me?
That blurs the grace, and blush out of modesty calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehand of an innocent love, and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows. As false dicers, oh, such a deed, as from the body of contraction plucks the very soul, is thought sick and apt.
Ay me, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
One.
Look here upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what grace was seated on this brow. Hyperion curls, the front Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten and command, a station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a kissing hill. The combination and a form indeed, where every god did seem to set his seal, to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten this moor? Ha! Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for you at your age, the heyday in the blood is tame. It's humble and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Sense sure you have, else could you not have the motion, but sure that sense is a plust, that for madness would not err, nor sense to ecstasy was ne'er so thralled, but it reserves some quantity of choice to serve such a difference. What devil wast that thus have come send you at hoodman blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sans all, or but a sickly part of one true sense, could not so mope. Oh shame! Where is thy blush, rebellious hell? If thou canst new time in a matron's bones, to flaming youth let virtue be as wax, and melt in her own fire. Proclaim no shame when the compulsive Adar gives the charge, since frost itself as actively doth burn, and reason panders will.
O Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and grained spots as will not leave their tinct.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words are like daggers enter in my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is not 20th part the tithe of your present lord, a vice of kings, a cutpurse of the empire and the rule. That from a shelf is the precious diadem stole and put it in his pocket.
No more.
A king of shreds and patches. Save me and hover o'er me with your wings, you heavenly guards. What would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Do not come your tardy son to chide, that last in time and passion. Let's go by the important acting of your dread command. Oh, say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost wanted purpose. But look, a maiden on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her soul. Can see it in weakest bodies, strongest works. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you that you do bend your eye on vacancy, and with thy incorporeal air do hold discourse? Forth your eyes, your spirits wildly peep, and as the sleeping soldiers in thy alarm, your bedded hair like life and excrements, start up and stand and end, O gentle sun! Upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cool patience, whereon do you look?
On him, look you how pale he glares. His form and him cause conjoined, preaching to stones, would make them capable. Do not look upon me, lest with this piteous action you convert my stern effects. Then what I have to do will want true color, tears perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all that I see.
Nor did you nothing hear?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Why? Look you there! Look how it steals away! My father in his habit as he lived. Look where he goes now, out at the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation, ecstasy, is very cunning in.
Ecstasy? My pulse as yours doth temperately keep time and makes as healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered. Bring me to the test, and I the matter will reward, which madness would gamble from. Mother, for the love of grace, lay not that flattering unction to your soul, that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place, while ranks corruption, mining all within, infects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them rancor. Forgive me, this is my virtue, for in the fatness of these pursy times, virtue itself of vice must pardon beg. Yeah, curb and woo, for leave do him good.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twine.
Oh, throw away the worser part of it, and live the purr with the other half. Good night, but go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. That monster, custom, who all sense doth eat, of habits devil, is angel yet in this, that to the use of actions fair and good, he likewise gives a frock or livery, that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next subsistence, the next more easy, for use almost can change the stamp of nature, and either the devil or throw him out with wondrous potency. Once more, good night, and when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. For this same Lord I do repent, but heaven hath pleased it so, to punish me with this and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minster. I will bestow him, and will answer well, the death I gave him. So, again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. This bad begins, and worse remains behind. One word more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this, by no means, that I bid you do. Let the bloat king tempt you again to bed. pitch wonton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of reechy kisses or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter out, that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft. 'Twere good you let him know, for who that's bust a queen, fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bat, a gib, such dear concernings hide? Who would do so? No, in despite of sense and secrecy, unpeg the basket on the house's top. Let the birds fly, and like the famous ape, to try conclusions in the basket creep and break your own neck down.
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe. What thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
Alack, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed, and my two schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will adders faint, they bear the mandate. They must sweep my way and marshal me to knavery. Let it work, for 'tis the sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, and shall go hard. But I will delve 1 yard below their minds, and blow them at the moon. Oh, 'tis most sweet, when in one line two crafts directly meet. This man shall set me packing. I'll lug the guts into the neighbor room. Mother, good night indeed. This counselor is now most still, most secret, and most grave, who was in life a foolish, prating knave. Come, sir, to draw toward an end with you. Good night, mother.